Hello, welcome back. We're doing another stream. We're going to be going from Albuquerque all the way up to Phoenix, doing Pilot Edge and getting these screens just finalized for you. So we'll be ready to go. I've already got everything programmed and just getting a few things buttoned up here. So finish up. This go. No. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've got everything set up. I've already gotten our clearance from Pilot Edge from controllers, and I've already got the MCDU already programmed. And so we've been cleared all the way up to flight level 22 or 200, so we're going to get that put in there. And told us that we could expect runway 8, so let's kind of get over our airport diagram. And alright, it should be a quick taxi, so won't be too bad. So we are doing this online on Pilot Edge and for the American Virtual Airlines. Got a contest going on right now against DFW for who can do the most flights in 1 month for the crown. So we're just going to do a flight, maybe 2. So let's go ahead and get our pushback set up. It's pre-planned, ready to go. And we'll be using 08, so we'll slide on out here to the face towards the west here. Work. Got that all ready to go. And so let's go through our checklists. So got all that done. Parking brake is set, engine master's off, ignition's on. It's good. Battery on. GPU is good. guard. We already did the fire test for the APU, so we'll go ahead and turn the APU on. I do have an overhead panel, but I don't really have a screen to put it on, so that's why turn our nav lights on. Start the APU. I turned on emergency lights on. Crew oxygen's already good. I've already done that. ARs or IRSs are already lined. Then you get the APU started. APU's coming up. So, how's everybody been doing? Been doing all right? All right, good to hear. Make sure you guys got your seatbelts on today. Good to hear. Alright, so APU is on, so we're good there. And let's go ahead and exterior power, we'll go ahead and disconnect that. We're up here. It's been disconnected. Cockpit lights is required, we've already good there. Flaps are retracted, ground spoilers are retracted. Probe window heat is good. You bleed on. And then on. Course bleed. It's on auto. It's on auto. Packs are on. Packs are on. Temperature selector is good. We already got our IRSs, IR 1, 2, and 3 already in position. Emergency lights are armed. Arm. And engine 1 fire test. Let's go ahead and do that. And we've got all the lights lighting up. And lights are lighting up on the ECAM. Good. And where does he go? Altimeters, we already got those set. 3007. We've got the MCDU set. ATC's already been done. Squawk code is 4035, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. on standby. And flight directors are on. ILS is off. Got that off. Clock set, check good. Anti-skid, you're good. And then we are aligned. Right before starts, airways, no smoking. Beacon light is coming on. Turn our beacon on. And we'll go ahead and
flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Go ahead and get our pushback going. Guess it didn't take it. Alright.
Cockpit to ground.
I'm having trouble with this pushback. It seems like it was doing like double and wouldn't push me back, and so there's a couple times I had to just drive through the jetway. Alright, so we've got that coming. Then go ahead and get ready to start our engines. So give a thumbs up if you enjoy the videos. These panels were made by SQ. They are on the Sim Innovations forum page. I did not make these. I did make the MCDU down in the right corner of your screen, and made that, so it's actually being tested right now, and then I'll hopefully release it after this flight and be ready to be used instead of having to use the web version.
Please release parking brake.
And release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Alright, we've been cleared to start, so go ahead and start engine number 1. Monitor the engine gauges as the engine starts. Got N2, slowly rising. EGT exhaust gas temperatures slowly rising. N1 is rising, oil pressure is rising. And next we've got fuel flow increasing. Everything seems to be going pretty good. Take a look outside. Flying the One World American Airlines flight today. Continue to monitor the engine gauges.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set. Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed.
And
See you
for
at the
some
side.
reason,
Have a good flight.
not getting a good start here.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Something has stopped. And turn it off. Not sure what was going on, but APU bleed is on. Didn't miss anything. Start number 1. Seemed like it kicked in a little bit better. And I had to start APU. APU should be on. Huh. Yeah, APU's on, bleed's on. Ah, this will help. Or was that in the checklist? That usually helps to give you full, turn the fuel pumps on. Oh, imagine that. It seems to be working just fine now. That's why we have checklists. Where did it say turn the fuel pumps on? It should be in here somewhere. Ah, fuel pumps. I did skip it. There it is. Right before ignition selector. Alright, engine 1's good. Start on. Start engine 2. Radio's all set up here, and so it's 27.4. Just getting the radios all set up so whenever we take off, I don't have to worry about.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
So we are on ground, 121.9, nope, yeah, let's get on ground. And we're on ground. Alright, so good engine starts. So now let's go ahead and back to normal. And pitch rudder trim is set to 0. We're good there. And turn this on. Flaps are set for takeoff. APU master off. Lead off. Set the taxi. Turn strobes to auto or on. Flight controls. The flight control page. Full deflection. And there. Alright, flight controls are free and correct. Anti-ice we don't need, nose light we're good, runway turn off we're good, parking brake release, taxi clearance. Alright, let's go ahead and get our taxi clearance. And Albuquerque ground, American 831 is at Alpha 3, ready for taxi.
American 831, Albuquerque ground, runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 8, taxi via Alpha. And for American 831. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up cabins. Spoilers are armed. Alright, parking brake is off. Let's go ahead. There's our taxi. Here's his Alpha. We'll go ahead and hit our all calls. Brake set. Let's go ahead and switch over to COM 1. Got 120, which is tower. And we've got departure 127.4. It's already active. Alright, good. And Phoenix Tower, American A320 is holding short of runway 8, ready for departure.
American A31, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, American A31. Alright. Alright, here we go.
Boeing clearance, November 7670 Foxtrot. I'd like to pick up our IFR to the Olympia Airport. Yeah.
November 6, correction.
163.
November 7670 Foxtrot.
168.
Boeing clearance cleared to the Olympia Airport. Nirvana, correction, Cobain 1 departure, radar vectors whom, AN as filed. Obvious departure frequency 120.4, squawk 7462.
And 7670 Foxtrot's clear to the Olympia Airport via the Cobain 1 departure, vectors to Coom, then that's filed. Climb to 6, then 120.4, 7462.
Number 7670 Foxtrot, be back correct.
Okay, it's just going to be a few more minutes before we're ready to go, and I'll call you back, 70 Foxtrot.
Roger.
And there's T1. Rotate. Pause and brake, gear up. And back to climb. Pilot on. As a brake, gear up. Our flaps are up. Should be getting told to contact departure here shortly.
American A31, contact departure.
Over to departure, American A31. In Albuquerque departure, American A31 is with you just off of 08, climbing through 9,000 for flight level 200.
American A31, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
And off we go. Look out there.
Boeing clearance 7670 Foxtrot, I just want to make one clarification. On the route, that was vectors to whom, right? Not Coom, I repeated Coom, but it's vectors to whom, correct?
And we're making a big old left turn
Cesar
back
Foxtrot, remember
to
the 6 that you have filed.
Okay, thank you very much, Cesar Foxtrot.
be above 10,000 feet at Roadrunner, which looks like we're going to be able to hit that spot or hit that altitude restriction, which we're already through, so we can go ahead and turn off our landing lights. Runway turn off lights. And grab the afterlift takeoff checklist. Flaps are retracted. Anti-ice, we don't need it. Altimeter check. We're good for right now. Passing 10,000 feet, which we did. Landing lights are off. Nose light off. Runway turn off light is off. Seatbelts as required. Terrain, we don't have that because we're running the developmental version as of now. So the only thing we need to do is set our altimeters to standard once we get up to altitude. So appreciate everybody joining. If you haven't joined, I don't know what you're waiting for. It looks like we're starting to pick up our lateral navigation or GPS.
On ground, Archer 7670 Foxtrot with Golf at leading edge jet center, and we're ready for departure on IFR departure.
Yeah, there's our transition
7670
altitude.
Foxtrot on ground, runway 32 left, taxi Alpha.
32 left, Alpha, 70 Foxtrot.
American A31, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
134.6, American A31. 134.6. Standard. There's our altitude. In Albuquerque Center, American 831 is with you right at flight level 200.
American 831, Albuquerque coming to level 380.
Leading edge jet center, I would go to Alpha 11, or do I have to cross over to Bravo and then down to the beginning of 32 left?
70 Foxtrot, if you can take the Alpha 11 intersection that's available, if you'd like Salt Lake, you can do that. We can make that as well.
Okay, great. We'll take Alpha 11, so Foxtrot.
Yeah, American A31, climb and maintain flight level 380. Go back into manage mode. Head on up. And we're passing Speedy now. It should be making a turn to 269. But with the winds, we've got a 47 knot crosswind, so that's why we've got about a little over 269. So it looks like we've got about a 20-degree angle, crab angle, into the wind. So pretty much done with our SID, and so now let's go ahead and show the plate for our star. I'm going to start getting set up for that, and let's just take a gander over at Phoenix Sky Harbor, see what they're landing. Looks like it's going to be 2.6. That'd be great. We'll ask them if we can get 2.6. So we'll go ahead and we planned on getting 2.6, so we'll go ahead and leave it in there. So let's go and start getting our descent put up. So our first restriction is going to be 10s at flight level 330, which it's got
Wind tower 70 Fox, 7670 Foxtrot, holding short, 32 left, number 1.
So need to be at flight level.
Over 7670 Foxtrot, Boeing Tower, runway 32 left, head off 11, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 32 left, head off 11, 70 Foxtrot.
And Eagle, need to be at 180. Good there. 260, good there. Then after Eagle, we'll have Homer, and it's 17,000 at 250. Got that programmed good. And then we'll have Venom at 9,400, good there. And after Venom, we have SD at 8,100. Put in 8,100. SD. And then Basel, 6,000, good there. And then we'll have Ervil at 4,500. Put that in. Approve. Looks like we've got everything all set up. So we're good there. And we're on our way. Got to hit our chrono. I always forget to hit that button. Let's go over here. Take a look at the iPad. They're saying it's 230 at 3 knots, yoke statutes 10, 2984. So it should be good. So that'll work. That'll do, Pig.
Foxtrot, contact Seattle, departure.
Over departure, 70 Foxtrot. Seattle departure, Archer 7670 Foxtrot, 1,600 on the Cobain 1 departure.
And we'll go ahead.
Number 7670 Foxtrot, Seattle departure, enter contact, time and maintain 4,000.
And ATIS is 127,730. Let's go ahead and put that in. So 575 for the ATIS. Swap that over. Then ground is going to be 119.75. Those all set up, so we're ready to go on that. Whenever we want to monitor the weather, see if we can pick it up. One thing I did do wrong, that I try to critique myself on, is whenever I called up ground to get my taxi, I should have let them know that I had information. I think it was Tango. Whenever I went to taxi, because I did pick up the weather there. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I did pick up the weather. I think I just asked, whenever I called clearance, I asked them what runway we could expect to have on departure. And then I used the weather on flight to give me what the altimeter was, so. Appreciate you guys joining along or watching these videos. if you would hit that subscribe button. Surely do appreciate it. It helps out. No, I don't have very many subscribers, but I'm trying to build the channel. So if you have anything that you would like to see, anything cool that you don't know, let me know. I'll make a video on it and
70 Foxtrot, say approach request at Olympia.
Do the best I can.
And the Olympia altimeter 3299.
I am a real world pilot. I've almost got my private, instrument, and multi-engine ratings, and I'm almost done with my commercial. I'm at like 220, 230 hours, somewhere in between there. So starting to finish up my training.
70 Foxtrot, the direct center.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, for the flight safety captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight.
If you are interested in the American virtual airlines that I fly for, I would love to have you and join. It's the American Virtual Airlines. There's a link in the description. Just click on that. That'll take you there and sign up. It's been a pleasure flying with them. I've been flying with them since I started. This is the only one that I've flown for, so I don't really have room to talk as far as other virtual airlines, but they do a very good job, very helpful. They'll teach you kind of how to use the airliners if you don't know. Everybody's been very great. Jerry, he's one of the main guys there. He's very helpful, and there's just a lot of good people, a lot of hubs. They got Dallas, they've got Phoenix, that's which I'm based out of. They got LAX, they've got South Carolina, they've got Chicago, they've got New York, they've got LAX. So we've got there's more. I think there's more. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They have the real world flights that they get from FlightAware and from Flight Radar 24 to make sure that the flights are the real flights with the real flight numbers and everything. So it's been a great pleasure flying with them. That's for sure. So here we are, cruise. Looks like we got another plane over there just to the north of us. Another thing that's kind of cool, which you guys can't see, because you can only see the one screen, but I'll show you. So I have 3 50-inch 4K TVs that surround me, and I have a 180-degree view. So.
Right.
Whenever I look left and right, so that's what it looks like on my other screen to my right. So all I got to do is turn my head, and that's why it looks to the left. So I have all 3 of those screens, this whole entire thing at any given time, which is really, really, really cool. They implemented that into MS Flight Simulator or Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is really cool. So right now, we've got about a headwind of 73, 74 knots. It's teetering back and forth, so it's really slowing our pace down. Also, a link in the description is SIMSTRUMENTATION. It's just a group of guys, Tautomus and Crunchmeister and Flight Level Rob. All of us build these instruments. We didn't build these, but we built the whole CRJ package. We've got the overhead, we've got the pedestal, we've got the MCDU, FMS, we've got all of it, which is really, really cool. So you can literally, if you have enough touch screens, you can literally have a mouse-free cockpit. And this one's pretty much mouse-free. Like, I don't really have to do much with I do the overhead. I have an overhead, but I just don't have another screen to put it on, because I have just 3 touch screens. And then I use my other iPad for ForeFlight for all my charts and stuff like that. So I could probably get it to work if I really wanted to use the overhead panel, but it's just so much easier just to use the mouse, look up there, click it. But when it comes to programming stuff on the MCDU, turning switches for frequencies, and just monitoring the autopilot, all that kind of stuff, the baro, the flight director, the flight directors, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot easier to use whenever you have just touch screens that you can just touch them. So I'll kind of show you a little bit about these panels that we do have. Bring them up and enlarge them a little bit here for you. This is what it looks like. This is on a 15.6 inch touchscreen WiMAX. I have two of them. That little yellow circle thing have a dual rotary encoder that programs, so any instrument that I touch, so let's say that I touch the heading bug, then I can turn the knob and it automatically turns the dial for me, and you can see that you can turn the different dials. And so we'll go ahead and just set up our next altitude we're going to go down to is going to be 33,000, so the airplane's going to hold at 38. But as all I did was just turn the knob, and as you can see, it just turns the number straight down, so I don't even have to look at the virtual cockpit. I can just look at my screens here. So that's the this one here is the PFD that I set up. That one's that one, and then here's the MFD. They call it the multi-function display, but it's got a little bit more instruments on it. So you've got your speed brakes. Obviously, they're just touch screen. Got all your engine instruments. You've got your flaps. You've got your predictive windshield. You've got your cockpit door. You've got your throttles to show you where they're at. You've got your engine starters. You've got your squawk codes. You've got your ECAM displays to show your different pages. You've got your upper display, your lower displays. You've got your auto brakes. I mean, there's landing gear, universal time. You've got all that here. Rudder trim, all that kind of stuff. So makes it really nice and handy. Just again, really nice and handy. It makes it a lot of fun whenever you fly it. And then here's the MCDU. This is on an iPad mini. And so all this is touchscreen. I know that they have the SIM bridge that you can use to use the web, but the web doesn't fill up the screen quite as nicely. So how I use these is I pop each one of those screens out, and there's a little program software called MSFS Pop Out Manager, and it will automatically pop out the panels for you, and then place them on the screens that you want them to. And which makes it really nice. So this is all touchscreen. I can literally just touch it with my fingers, and it automatically does it all. You can actually hear the button clicks whenever you push them, so you know what you're pushing. And if you can really, I don't know if you can really tell too much. Some of you guys watch on a phone and stuff like that, but the detail of what it really looks like is really, I mean, it's really, really sweet. It's really cool. So I encourage you, if you don't have any of this stuff, it makes it really fun to fly these airliners and general aviation, even at that. Whenever you have all these instruments. So we have a whole slew of instruments. We have the 414. We've got the G1000s completely made, so you can literally have a full G1000 interface that's completely touchscreen. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, and all this stuff is free. Like, it doesn't cost. It's all free. Only thing that you have to do is you have to have a valid license and subscription for Air Manager. So if you don't know anything about it, I encourage you to look at it. Sim Innovations is who makes the Air Manager. Just go to their website, Sim Innovations. I believe there's a link in the description. And then I use the honeycomb yoke and the throttle quadrant. So well, we are on our way to Zoom, which is a VOR, for our last fix, and then we'll be starting our arrival. I don't know what kind of jet that is, but they're just cruising across the ground there. You got a 80, now it's an 80 knot headwind. Ground speed's really suffering, 373. True airspeed's 444. Hey, what's going on, Thomas? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you joining. Oh, nice. You out flying tonight? Yeah, Phoenix is it's my favorite hub. I love that. Oh, nice. Very nice. Flying to San Diego. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna turn around and head back to Albuquerque. It's like an hour flight. It's easy to do.
Simultaneous approach to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, bounty, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold shorter instructions. Advise on initial impact. You have information echo.
Alright, we've got information echo.
Phoenix, San Harbor International Airport. Basic information echo. 02510. Wind 200 at 8. Visibility 10. 25,000 standard. Temperature T1. 2.6. Altimeter 2985. Arriving runway 25 left. 26. Departing runway 5 right. 26. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 25 left and right.
Alright, we've got information echo. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I've done. I think I've done this Albuquerque flight probably 4 or 5 times in the last 2 or 3 days, just to with the competition going on. Yeah, you don't want to take too long of a flight. You just want to do a bunch of flights. But I agree. So 2985, temperature's 21, and let's go ahead and get our approach plate up. Approach, that's 26, and our minimum's going to be 1385, and the winds are 200. 8. Yeah, the Tucson one's even shorter. That's like, I haven't even done that one in this. I'm sure that's probably like a 45-minute flight. You could do like 6 of those.
American 831, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32. 3432.
3432, American 831. Well, thanks for stopping by, Thomas. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I agree. We need some more variety. Yeah, once the competition's over after this month, I'll start doing some more legs like to Dallas and to Chicago and stuff like that. I agree. In Albuquerque Center, American 831 is with you at flight level 380.
American 831, Albuquerque Center, December Eagle 6 arrival, runway 26 transition, altimeter 2985.
Alright, we'll descend via the Eagle 6 arrival and runway 26 transition and 2985 for American 831. Right. In that, which is that in the A320 or CRJ? 25 minutes in the air. That's crazy. That's a short flight. Literally, you go straight up, get your altitude, and just turn around and just go straight back down. Gotta be probably on your A game. I don't know if I could stream it and do all that and still have a successful flight that quick. That would be crazy. So let's show this plate after 288.
2351 Vector, I need you to disconnect and connect with a November in front of your call sign and then make your request again.
How far is the PHX to San Diego? Because that's not a far way.
2351 Vector, pen ground, do you hear me okay?
Like an hour and a half, maybe. Do they have that one in the A320?
Okay, I just asked you to disconnect and then reconnect with a November in front of your call sign and call me back.
About an hour. Well, that might be a little bit nice to break it up to maybe do something different than just the Albuquerque. San Diego's a good flight to go into. Maybe we'll fly over there after we get done with this flight.
Number 2351 Vector, I need you to disconnect and reconnect with a November in front of your call sign. The way that you connect to the network needs to have an N in the front of it.
You just doing this one flight and calling it quits for the night, or are you doing more?
Or 70 Vector, correction, 70 Foxtrot, cross Cetra at 4000, cleared RNAV, runway 35, approach.
Oh, nice. Night shift, man, that's a tough shift. That is a tough shift. Props to you. for stopping by. I do appreciate it. How long you been flying for the virtual airlines? American 831, we do have information echo for PHX.
American 831, roger.
Oh yeah, well, appreciate it. And yeah, April, I think I joined about the same time as you. What's your number? Because mine's 1495, and I think that they hand them out, you know, in chronological order. So mine might have been A, I think. I can't remember. My goal in the real world would be to fly for Mesa and live out in Phoenix, Mesa Airlines. Once I get to that point, I need the 1,500 hours, so about 1,300 short. Well, 1,250 short, let's put it that way. And we'll go ahead and start our slow descent. Let's just make sure we got the fasten seatbelt signs on. And they are on. Oh, that's good. Go ahead and get some lights turned on in this thing.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate.
Oh, maybe it was a little later, 1660. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't remember exactly either, but I think that that's what it does, is it goes in chronological order, so. Go ahead and go on down to 2400, flight level 240. Ah, okay, gotcha. And then so you lived in Denver, are you still living in Denver? Or how far are you in your flight school? It's awesome. Keep it up. Yeah, I'd love to do this every day in real life for a living. I think I would probably want to stick to the regionals like Mesa. I don't know that I'd want to go all the way to the majors, just because I'm an older gentleman, 39. So by the time I went to get there, I'd be too old. So probably just go to Mesa and live there and be a captain and have the gravy train flights. Build up my seniority. far are you along in your flight training? I live in Tucson now. I came down here, I didn't find another school to go to, so I've been out of it. I think I only made 10 hours. Oh, okay. Hey, that's 10 hours than most people have.
Albuquerque Center, hello. American 1980, flight level 290, descending to cross hogs at 250.
American 1980, Albuquerque Center, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival, runway 25 left transition, and Phoenix altimeter 29085.
Descend via Hyder 1, 25 left transition, American 1980.
My brother-in-law lives out in Phoenix, and so we visit there quite often. I love Phoenix area. I love the weather there. We go to a couple music festivals there, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully one day me and the wife and kids will move out there. So. That was 285. When I start my descent, I always set the standby instrument to tune up whatever the altimeter is at the airport, so that way whenever I go to type in my passing through flight level 180, I'll go ahead and change it out of standard and change it to 29085, which that way I don't forget which one is which. Or forget what the actual altimeter was. Applied for the loan for ATP, just waiting to hear. Oh, nice. Well, that's cool, man. Well, good luck with ATP. Yeah, at one point I thought about doing ATP as well, but man, just it was so much more expensive to do it that way than it was. But you get done quick, so I mean, you can afford it, then all means go for it, man. That's awesome. But, yeah, I'm 39 and I'm just now almost done with my commercial, and then as soon as I get my commercial done, I plan to hit back hard and try to get my CFI done, and then once I get my CFI, then I'll probably move out to Phoenix, try to find a CFI job out there, which shouldn't be too difficult, but maybe, I don't know, I haven't looked into all that yet, but that's kind of the route that I plan on going, get my CFI, and then once I get my CFI done, get my CFI and get a job out in Phoenix, I'll probably go talk to Mesa and
016 Kilo Reno ground runway 17 left,
something
taxi,
going.
Charlotte.
I'd like to fly for Mesa. Be my regional choice. Alright, we're coming up on, so we'll go ahead and switch out of standard. 2985. 1,000 to go for that, so we'll go ahead and switch that over. Next hard stop is 17,000.
Foxtrot.
And let's go ahead and do our descent checklist. We're good. Auto brake set. Set that to low. Landing lights on. Those turned on. And nose lights on. Takeoff. So we're good there. MCDU and approach phase. And we've already done all that in ILS. Yeah, go ahead, man. I totally understand. I'm starting mine as well, so yeah, I appreciate it. And good to meet you, Thomas. And thanks for joining, buddy. Good luck on your landing. Safe flight. Blue skies and tailwinds, buddy. Such a beautiful simulator, that's for sure. Right, so far we've made everything. Let's go ahead and get the approach plate briefed. Phoenix Towers 118.7. We'll get all that set up here in just a minute. Once we get on, approach is going to be 12865. Let's go ahead and get that programmed.
12 Hotel Zulu, Fresno.
128.65. We'll get tower. We've already got ground 119.75. We've already got that all set up. ILS is going to be 111.75. Let's check our radio navigation. We've got that set up as well. 111.75. And we'll intercept Peru. It's going to be our final approach fix at 3,000. Minimums are going to be 13.
American A31, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Contact approach 128.65, American 831, thanks. Approach, Phoenix approach, American 831 is on the Eagle 6 arrival and expecting runway transition 26.
American 831, Phoenix approach, expect visual approach, runway 26.
Expect visual approach for runway 26, American 831. And so we'll expect the visual for
American 1980, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Tower's going to be 118.7. It's captured not below Venom at 9400, which is good, so let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit.
Phoenix approach, hello, American 1980 12 180, descending via the Hyder 1, and we have Phoenix information, Echo.
American 1980, Phoenix approach, expect visual approach, runway 25 left, unless you'd like to do something else.
I think that's okay, but I'll check and get back to you, American 1980.
Roger.
Tower North 316 Kilo ready, 17 left.
November 316 Kilo, Reno Tower, runway 17 left, clear for takeoff.
Let's take off 17 left, 316 Kilo.
70 Foxtrot, contact Olympia Tower.
Olympia Tower, 70 Foxtrot. Olympia Tower, 7670 Foxtrot, RVNAV 35.
7670 Foxtrot, Olympia Tower, runway 35, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 35, 70 Foxtrot.
November 2 Hotel Zulu, Rosalio, altimeter 2978, weather looks pretty good, expect a visual approach unless you want something else.
2978, and we have a Zulu at this area, looking to do the ILS 30 right, just because.
November 12 Hotel Zulu, clear direct Pains, descend and maintain 3000.
Direct Pain down to 3000, 12 Hotel Zulu.
Hey Brian, hey, thanks man, appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Just starting to come into Phoenix area now, getting ready to set up for the approach. Appreciate you joining. Got some traffic out in front of us. One's probably about 7 nautical miles out in front of us, according to our TCAS system. Let's check.
316 Kilo, Squawk 2614, contact departure.
Approach.
2614, contact departure, 26 Kilo. Departure 316 Kilo out of 9,800, climbing 19,000, please assist.
316 Kilo, NorCal departure, radar contact.
And we'll go ahead and go flaps 1. And we'll turn on our landing systems. And we'll turn on the localizer.
Olympia ground 7670 Foxtrot, that's the one way, thanks for the help.
Roger, good day.
Just coming into North Phoenix here. Sunset's starting to set. Looks beautiful over there. Just beautiful. Got the airport inside over there. Right off to about our 2 o'clock.
Number 6, correction, 16 Kilo, contact Oakland Center 132.905.
132.905, 36 Kilo.
November 12, Hotel Zulu, cross Paynes at 3000, cleared ILS, runway 30 approach.
Crossing Paynes at 3000, cleared ILS 30, right, 12, Hotel Zulu.
November 316 Kilo, Oakland Center, climb maintain flight level 380. American 831 on the runway 26, localized, advise the airport in sight.
American 831, we got the airport in sight.
American 831, clear visual approach, runway 26.
Cleared visual approach, runway 26, American 831.
American 1980, descend and maintain 4000.
Send and maintain 4000, American 1980.
Yeah, localizer's been captured. Starting to come in. Gear.
American 831, contact Phoenix Tower.
Over to tower, American 831. And Phoenix Tower, American 831 is with you on the visual for runway 26.
American 831, Phoenix Tower, runway 26, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26, American 831. And for some reason it didn't want to capture the glide slope, so I've turned the autopilot off. We're just going to hand flyer and nice day out anyway. But we do have to get down, so we'll go full flaps.
Traffic.
2,500.
And I've got that traffic in sight. And turn off the auto throttles.
Level off. Level off.
And that glide slope's starting to come in now.
American 1980, turn left, heading 040.
Left 040, American 1980.
Not sure what's going on with that, but oh yeah, there's traffic right there. literally right below us. Didn't see that one. Alright, flaps are down. Gears down, 3 green. Go ahead and arm our spoilers. Make all of our calls. Speed looks good.
American 1980, turn right heading 080.
Right heading 080, American 1980.
500.
Traffic.
And we have the traffic in sight. They're landing just before us.
400. 400.
And he's going missed anyway.
100 above. 200. Minimum 200. $100. 50. 30. 20.
American 1980, turn left heading 280, join the localizer.
Left turn 280, join the localizer, American 1980.
American 1980, just by the airport in sight.
We have the airport in sight, American 1980.
American 1980, clear visual approach, runway 25 left.
Clear visual 25 left, American 1980.
Not a good landing.
Approach Mary 12 Hotel Zulu as a field in sight. We can cancel our flight.
That was too hard.
2 Hotel Zulu, after cancellation, receive squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Overdue advisory, short VFR, thanks for the help on 2 Hotel Zulu.
American 831, where do you park?
We're just going to go to the north gates here for American 831.
American 831, Charlie 7, Charlie to parking, monitor ground.
Charlie 7 to Charlie to parking, monitor ground for American 831. Alright.
Echo 0251 Zulu. Wind 200 at 8.
Visibility 1980, contact Phoenix Tower.
25,000 scattered.
The tower, American
Temperature
1980.
21. Dew point 6. Altimeter 2985. Arriving runways 25 left, 26. Departing runways 25 right, 26. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 25 left and ILS runway 26 approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to below runway
Tower, hello, American 1980, visual 25 left.
Contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading,
1980, Phoenix Tower, runway 25
flight
left,
following is requested.
25 left, clear to land, American 1980.
Alright. Get our checklist out here. And after landing, landing lights are off. And probes window each. Okay. Our APU master turned on. Alright, let's taxi to the gate. Yeah, that was a negative 368 landing. So that was not good at all. But that's why we're practicing. We're practicing to fly these things in real life. Now, whenever I fly the CRJ, for some reason, I don't have any problems landing that sucker. Like, I can get a negative 46 feet per minute landing on with that thing, but for some reason I don't know if it's the height or the depth perception or what. I would say, if I was to guess, I'd say it has to do a lot probably with my speeds. I'm not nailing the speeds with the Airbus, so. But they'll get better. Keep practicing them. I just need to go out and do a bunch of traffic patterns. And one thing that I do hate is how it gets a little choppy whenever we're on the ground at Phoenix. For some reason, it's an Asobo issue. So hopefully they can get their stuff figured out and fix the ground performance whenever you're on the ground. Alright, I think I got our parking here, so let's go ahead and turn off our taxi lights so we don't blind the guys. And we'll park right over here.
American 1980, cross runway 25 right, and contact ground.
25 right, cross, and contact ground, American 1980.
Turn off the seatbelt signs. Portable devices. And we'll shut down engine number 2. Alright, well, we made it. Appreciate you guys joining. And we will see you guys next time on the next stream. Enjoy your time. Safe flights. Nothing but tailwinds and blue skies. Good night.